All right, it is time for us to take you all the way down to Pretoria at the Union Buildings, where people from around the country have come together to take part in the Remembrance Walk, which honours the passing of our late juggle stalwart Nelson Mandela. We say a very good morning to Desiree.
A very good morning. Thank you so much. We missed a moment earlier on when the runners took their start, but the 5-kilometer walkers are still here and we hope to catch them. There's a sea of orange here. We're joined by the Premier of Gauteng, Mr. David Makhura. Premier, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Desiree.
What's the significance of this day?
Today is that day in our province every year that we honor the last moment that our icon, President Mandela, spent in our province. We remember in 2013 in December, that week, that the streets of the capital city were lined up with long queues of people who are coming to view his body lying in state here at the Union Buildings. So this year is the 4th anniversary from 2014. Without failure, there are people who joined the Mandela Remembrance Walk. This year, it also includes the run. So we're expecting 20,000 people this year, a growth of about 6,000 people who are joining this. For us, it's a great moment to remember Nelson Mandela, to remember his contribution to bringing about democracy and freedom in our country. But it is also a moment to recommit ourselves to that dream of a non-racial, non-sexist, united, democratic and prosperous country. And we recommit ourselves as we walk in the streets of Tshwane today and those who are running. We recommit ourselves to continue to be the bearers of this dream, to do everything in our power, to work hard to ensure that our country shall indeed one day become that kind of country where everybody matters, where everybody has a stake and everybody is proud of the society we are, a diverse, unified and equal society.
Tell us about the symbolism of it happening at the same week that Mr. Chuba has passed on.
Certainly, I remember that in the past 4 years that we have had the Mandela Remembrance Walk, we have had the stalwarts of the liberation struggle who participated in this remembrance walk, some of whom have passed away. We have met Ruth Mompati, who's no longer with us. She was always there. We have had Ahmed Katrada, who is no longer with us, who was always there. And then we have Isu Lalu Chiba, who was always part of this remembrance walk, who is no longer with us. So as we remember Nelson Mandela, we also remember that whole generation of special South Africans who were selfless, who were committed to do everything that they could to contribute to getting our country out of apartheid, to build a country of which we shall be proud. We are on their footsteps. We are following on their footsteps. There are a lot of children here who come from schools who are joining the Remembrance Walk. They too are committing themselves and their generation to continue to strive for a South Africa of our dreams. We are not there yet, and we shall not tire to continue to put every effort to build a country of which we shall be proud.
Mandela just released a book, Dare Not Linger, which is the sequel to Long Walk to Freedom.
Yes,
and
yes.
The significance of this, almost like we are continuing with the walk dare not end.
Certainly, this remembrance walk is very much linked to the long walk to freedom. And we hope that it is something that people of our province will continue in many years to come, for decades to come, on a day like this to remember the last moments of Nelson Mandela in Gauteng Province. This is a province that shaped his political vision. It shaped what he later became. It is in this province, having been born in the Eastern Cape, it is in this province that Nelson Mandela became the leader the leader not just of South Africa, but the global icon and leader of millions of people all over the world. So we want to continue every year in December to hold this remembrance walk. And it is on this occasion that we say to current and future generations, let's not tire, let's not, even if things may sometimes be looking really gloomy, let's continue to strive to work hard to build a country of which all of us will be proud.
Talking about things looking gloomy, next week you're supposed to go to the hearings about life esidimeni. Take us into your thinking about this tragedy that has beset us.
I have said again and again that life esidimeni was not only tragic, it was also shameful, because the 143 citizens of our country who we have let down as their government, for those who perished, especially the most vulnerable, those who particularly needed the care of government and the state most, we have let them down. So we are doing everything to make sure that this never happens again. We are doing everything to turn around the performance of our public health system so that we can, in their name, in dedication, so that they didn't pass in vain. We can assure all our people that this healthcare system shall be dedicated to care, particularly for the poor and most vulnerable. We are working hard. We are working with the families to make sure that everybody is brought there. I am going to appear before that process myself to say on behalf of the government, what is it that we can do to ensure that this never happens? To also go there and be held accountable and be answerable, because we live in a democracy. When things go wrong, we must be able to be held accountable and answerable to all the citizens of our country. So on an occasion like this, we also say that we have to fix that which went wrong. But to do so, the truth must come out so that the families are happy that they know they have all the answers. And that's what we are doing. Everybody who the families would want to appear there has to go there. As I say, I will go there. Minister Motsoaledi will also go there, and MEC Gwen Ramokgopa will also go there.
So next year we're marking 5 years since the passing of Utata Mandela. How should we be preparing for that moment?
Nelson Mandela was a great leader of our people. He listened to the people of our country. He came to the fore when it was most difficult, together with those in his generation. He sacrificed. He was selfless.